There were 3 of them. The man in charge, tall and quick with the blade. The wizard, renowned for his fearlessness and credibility. And the soldier, tough as a man can be with a coarse demeanor to match. No one knows what it was that merchant did to convince them to help the village, but the mark of selflessness is the mark of a true hero.
Now we're getting somewhere. And then they beat him up, right?
You are not a very good listener, are you?
Maybe impatient.
Definitely impatient.
Was the leader attractive? I'm a sucker for a man in leather.
If I tell you he wore leather, will you be quiet and listen?
Absolutely.
They weren't sure at first, but it wasn't long before they made fast friends. They knew their time was short, and thought it better to spend it in enjoyment rather than anticipation. The man in charge spoke many languages, but the village dialect was a challenge to master. The soldier drank with them, besting each who challenged him. The wizard amazed them with his mastery of the arcane arts, and soon had their respect. The fire burned for many hours, and the hours burned with them. The orcs believed fortune was finite, and that there had to be a balance. They shared in a tradition of burnt offerings, sacrificing something they loved for good luck in the future.
So, what did they throw on the fire?
Items of personal value.
Yeah, but what exactly?
You're missing the point. They made a sacrifice to honor the orcs. They each put in something they treasured in the hopes that it might bring them luck in their battle. Morning came sooner than anyone wished for, and with it, the false heroes. They knew why these mercenaries were here. They'd been hired to stand in the way between them and their gold. The man in charge drew reason before his blade, guessing they wouldn't back down, but knowing he had to try. The false hero gave them the same opportunity he gave the orcs. The man in charge could have lost his temper, but there was no time for rash decisions. I could tell you each cut and block of the fight, but it wouldn't do it justice. The battle was over. The heroes had won, but it cost them. Worn and weary, they made their way from the village. It wouldn't be long before they'd fight again. But that's a story for another night.
So, that's the end?
Almost.
Thank you for the bread. And the story. What are you doing?
It is customary to pay for your entertainment.
What happened to sharing a fire with another soul?
It seems you missed the point of the story. Expectations are meant to be defied.